Welcome back to the Black Hills Industry Gateway. Once again, it's your host Jason, and I have one question for you. What is Japan really famous for? Now, I know what you're thinking, but you can stop right there. Because Japan's famous for many things amongst electronics, beer, sake, samurai swords, sushi, and horror movies. That's right, folks. Today we shall explore the uncharted territory of J-horror. Yes! Okay. First of all, if you claim to be a hardcore horror head junkie and missed out on Koji Shirayashi's 2005 offering known as Noroi, you have probably missed out on one of the most spectacular yet darkest movie ever made on soil. Yes. And before you jump to any conclusions whether or not this seems to be one of those typical corny Japanese and Korean clones, I would like to stop you right there once again. Okay, so this is not your best foreign movie of the year. It is the get it now before it's too late kind of movie. Too late! The last copy was available on Amazon.com and that was last week. Now it's sold out. Too bad. But you know I'm just joking. The truth is that Noroi does draw inspiration from other Japanese greats such as Ringu, Ju-on, etc. A comparison to the Blair Witch Project in Paranormal Activity is more than obvious. There you go. You've already begun to grow. Make no mistake, while Paranormal Activity and its subsequent installments have been busy causing a rip-roaring buzz in the media and the box office, there's more than meets the eye. Because Noroi, also known as The Curse, was filmed in 2004 and later released in 2005. Paranormal Activity was filmed and released in 2006. And Paranormal, in my opinion, remains static in comparison to its Japanese counterpart. Also, if you talk about authenticity, originality, or diversity, look no further. Now, if you shall allow, I shall definitely take you on to this dark journey. Here's the deal. Masafumi Kobayashi is a journalist who specializes in documenting the so-called paranormal events. This becomes all the more apparent the moment you pop your disc inside the machine. His latest venture is the one where he tries to discover the strange happenings in a Japanese household. A woman in her mid-20s alarms the protagonist as she becomes wary and suspicious of her next-door neighbor and son's behavior. She claims that she hears strange sounds reminiscent of babies crying, although she's never been seen with any. Now that's kind of strange. The plot thickens further when Kobayashi and his cameraman attempt to interview the strange lady by the name of Junko Ishii. Kobayashi remains unsuccessful as Junko turns hostile, but his cameraman happens to get tad lucky as they manage to not only capture a little boy through the window pane in the footage, but also the sound. The plot thickens further when Kobayashi and his cameraman attempt to interview the strange lady by the name of Junko Ishii. Kobayashi remains unsuccessful as Junko turns hostile, but his cameraman happens to get a tad lucky as they manage to not only capture a little boy through the window pane in the footage, but also the vivid sound described by Junko Ishii's neighbor. Following this, we have a series of TV shows which further delve into topics of paranormal, such as students taking ESP tests and news reports talking about mysterious killings in and around the neighborhood. Sounds cool, huh? Another highlight of this mockumentary is the introduction of a character by the name of Mitsuo Hori, who is supposedly a super psychic. You'll find out. There are several scenes where Kobayashi and his cameraman tries to interview this individual and all hell breaks loose. Apart from Mitsuo Hori, the psychic, there is a fine ensemble cast to the likes of Marika Matsumoto, Maria Takagi, and Ryo Kano. I have to admit that none of these crew members boast of any hype, but deliver the goods in a manner so profound and unique that I'm yet to see in any of this overhyped, Oscar-nominated flicks. You know what I'm talking about. Furthermore, you will also see the overzealous Kobayashi continuing his perennial quest for the truth, which takes us into an educational journey of ancient Japanese folklore, which talks about villages that operate and function in a clandestine fashion, which is indeed very intriguing. There are several scenes which are shot in the woods close to the village and popular ghost sighting shrines, which further heightens the tension. Kabutaba! I can't help but say this. But there are two brilliantly juxtaposed climax sequences that are to die for. The score throughout the film is eerie and downright creepy, and sets the atmosphere just right. So, some might say that Noroi is actually a fine concoction of The Ring, The Blair Witch Project, or The Grudge being put together, yet continues to portray its authenticity with its utterly brilliant and original script. That's right. Hats off to our creative team who have managed to put this together so well. So darn well. So much for Hollywood Saw and its lookalike clones with their overdone and done to death bloodletting gore fests. Shame on you. Noroi, unlike the former, is a bloodless affair which remains superior and unpredictable till its final moments until you're dead. I'm joking, but you never know. The DVD is available on Amazon.com, and please do leave your comments on our website, which is none other than www.blackhillsindustry.co.cc, and let us know what you think of a video preview. Exchanging your viewpoints about what we do and about the films that you watch only helps us to corroborate and brings together an underground community for a long time to come. That's about it. This is your host, Jason, signing off, and that's ciao from us. Goodbye, but we shall be back soon.